This is Optorotimus. You want to know where I get my toys? From BigBadToyStore.com. They got lots of cool stuff, all kinds of cool action figures, including the new Transformers Masterpiece figures. So take some time and check them out. What's up, all you Transformer fans and YouTubers out there? You're with Optorotimus and another video review. And today I'm going to be reviewing the new Transformers Generations IDW Voyager class Autobot Springer. And there he is. And first and foremost, we will take a quick look at the packaging. So let's just move him out of the way for a moment. And here we go with the packaging. As always, you see the Transformers Generations logo there. Nice artwork of Springer. He goes off on the side just a little bit, but very cool. And down here, we do have the 30th anniversary Transformers logo. There you see Autobot Springer. He is a triple changer. He goes from robot to helicopter to armored car. And on the back, there are his tech specs, there if you want to read it. There is the IDW logo, and there he is in his helicopter mode. His rotor blades become a sword. He has 2 launching missiles. And there he is in his armored car mode and his robot mode. And of course there's his bio, which says, Autobot Springer was built to be a tough guy. Everything about him, from his nickel-plated blaster cannon to his bad boy attitude, is calculated to communicate exactly what he wants it to. That he's a no-holds-barred, take-no-prisoners kind of guy. He prefers to fight alone, trusting his skills and luck to get him out of tight spots, rather than relying on his fellow warriors. After all, other Autobots fail. Autobot Springer never does. And that's pretty much it for the packaging. So now let's get down to the figure himself. Here is Autobot Springer. Another cool figure that just came out. Very, very cool. Very much like G1. To me, even better. I really like this figure. He is really, really cool. Like I said, the G1s are all classic. Like I said, this is just kind of like an anniversary edition here. You know, just to celebrate Springer. Like I said, a very cool figure. He was originally made known in the, I guess it was the 86 original Transformers Generation 1 movie, and then he was in Season 3 and the small Season 4, I guess. But I know he was in Season 3. But anyway, here is Springer. A very cool looking armored car. As you can see, there is a little bit of gappage there. I think this would have been better if it could have closed up together. So I think it's more of how he looked, but I mean, it's okay. A really good looking vehicle. Let's see if you can see this. It might be a little bit blurry, but I mean, there's an Autobot symbol right here on the very front of the car. That's really cool. And of course, here you see all the armored goodness. The nice green painted wheels. You have the green on top here and the yellow on the front. On the back, the nice cool looking split spoiler, which also is partially because of the transformation, but really cool looking, very different, very cool. Really like the way that looks. And of course he has his accessories. Here's his gun, or actually his missile launcher, and it was made really cool, a nice design, because it can pivot up and down while it's in either mode. Well, not really the helicopter mode, unless you have it on top, but in car mode, like I said, it can raise up and down, it can turn, so you can pretty much launch missiles from any direction, so it's really cool. And of course on the bottom, here is the storage for his sword and or I should say sword slash helicopter blades. But it stores right there very nicely. And as you can see, now, there we go. But he does roll quite well. Like I said, again, a very cool looking figure, nice looking armored car mode. I really do like it, very cool. And there you have that. So now we're just going to detach the gun, or the missile launcher here, for Autobot Springer. I do want to show you this. I do have sections here that do come untabbed. I mean, these right here on top, as you can see the little cracks on both sides, you have to kind of push those in. Like so. As you can see, that one snapped into place. It's actually supposed to be like that. Now this side, I just can't get it to click in. That's as close as I can get it. So you're still going to have a little bit of a crack there, but you know, not a major issue there. But I just wanted to point that out. And also, I did have another Springer figure that I took back to the store because it did the same thing. I thought maybe if I tried a different one, it might actually tab in on both sides, but it did the same thing, so I just took it back. But there you go. I said that probably happens on most of these Springer figures, but like I said, it's no big deal. But there you have that. Now we're going to go ahead and get down to the first transformation for this triple changer. We're going to go from armored car mode and go directly to helicopter mode. So first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to pull these things out, because that's basically what holds the sword in, and just remove the sword. And these are going to have to come out anyway, so go ahead and just pull those on out like that. Now we're going to go over here and just untab the sides, like so. Just kind of untab both sides, like that. Go ahead and flip these around. Flip that spoiler around. Then you want to bring these back wheels, just bring them together. Let's move those out of the way there. So just kind of snap them together, that they will kind of tab. Like so. And then we're going to go up here. You want to take this mid section here and just untab it. Of course, that one's really locked in for some reason. Okay, he's not wanting to come out, but we will get it. Anyway, let's go ahead and work on the arms here. I'm going to take this, like so. And one thing you want to do, take this armored part here, and mine is really tight here, so I have to really kind of pull on that. You want to pull this out, as you can see. You want to pull it out this way and then turn it so that it's covering that front wheel, like so. Then you're going to take this, turn this way. Well, his fist is sticking out. That wasn't supposed to happen. Okay. Open that up. Push the fist in there. So we gotta cover that up. Anyway, like I said, there's a tab right here, and it slots into this slot right here. So we're going to do that. Like so. I'm going to do the same thing over here. First of all, move that out of the way so we can untab or pull this armor here loose, like that, and then rotate it around, cover that front wheel. Then we're going to go ahead, like I said, bring this around, tab it in, line it up and tab it in. Okay, There we go. There, now I got it loose. I don't know why it stuck a little bit ago, but anyway, I'll pull this whole section up and bring it forward, and it will tab in right there. And flip that down. So you're going to take these side panels and bring them back, like so. Sometimes it's easier to do it from the bottom so you can actually adjust these here, because these have to come down. And basically just like that. And then back here on the little spoilers, you just want to take these pieces here and flip them down so that they're facing like that. And then here on the bottom, I'm going to use my little bitty screwdriver here because my fingers are too big to get this out. But his landing gear is right here, so I just take that and flip it out. Just like so. Okay. I'm just going to set him there for a moment because we have to do the blades. So here's the sword, and it will turn into the helicopter blades. So what you want to do is just untab it here from the top. And that is really in there. Come on now. There we go. Now you just want to fold them down. And then raise this little green piece up to the top. And then you can lock your blades into place. And then it will spin. Then what we want to do is just go ahead and plug it right in here to the top. Right here. There we go. Then you set that down and, well, the helicopter spins, or the blade spins actually. Now I do have a problem, a little bit of a problem getting my sides to kind of stay in, but there we go. Okay. There we have it, but yeah. I said helicopter blade will spin freely. And there is the helicopter mode. Looks really, really good. Really cool looking. Very nice. I do like it. There you have that. And then the one other feature you have with the helicopter mode is you have your missile launcher, and you can do this one of two ways. One way is you have this other port right up here. Now you can plug it up here if you want to, but if you do that, you can't spin your helicopter blade. So that's the only downfall to that, but it actually looks better on the bottom right here. And I'm going to show you that real quick. Because like I said, this handle here does move back and forth. You want to kind of angle it this way. Push the landing gear back up in there. And this little groove right here actually lines up with this, the very bottom front end of the helicopter. So what you want to do is put this up in here and just kind of line this up. Yeah, I think actually this piece right here is what tabs up in here and actually locks it in place. So you have to kind of do this kind of carefully. But there we go. It just snaps right in. I have to kind of bend that down so that the blade will spin freely, but there you go. There's the missile launcher right there on the front, and that looks so cool. I really like the way that looks. That is just so awesome. Very cool looking in his helicopter battle mode. Very cool. And like I said, he can land that way perfectly fine. If you want to use that instead of the landing gear, which I think this really looks cool. This is really cool looking helicopter mode. Just, I can't really say anything more about it. It's just so cool. I really, really like it. Very awesome. And the missiles do shoot. Like I said, you push this thing forward, and there they go. They both fire really, really nicely. So I'm really happy with this missile launcher. They did a really good job making this. But there you have it. there is Springer in his helicopter mode. So now let's go ahead and get down to the robot mode. So first of all, let's detach the gun, or the missile launcher here. I keep calling it a gun. It's a missile launcher. Pull out the helicopter blade. There you go. Now, to go to robot mode, what we're going to do is just take these side pieces, just kind of bring these up out of the way, like so. Untab these. You want to leave your armor up here just like it is, still covering the wheel. We're going to open this up and then fold this, tab it in, bring your hand out, close this back up, do the same thing over here, open this up, fold this in, tab it, bring the hand out, and then close this up, and there you have that. Now down here you want to just separate this section here, flip these around because these are going to be his feet, like so. Now if you prefer, because this is what I do, I like to keep these little spoiler fins down because it actually works. They work as heel spurs and actually helps him stand up, because he really doesn't have much there as far as anything to really brace himself. I mean, he does have these back here, which I guess kind of help. So, you know, it's not too bad. But like I said, these actually help a little bit more. So he actually stands a little bit sturdier with these down. And if you don't like these down, you can actually fold them up if you want to. You know, your choice, whatever you prefer to do. Like I said, straighten the legs. Take these, well, fold them up, like so. And then we're almost finished. Take this piece here, flip it up. We're going to take this section, just pull it loose for the moment. I'm going to go down here. Right here is his head. Now, I like the way they designed this because it actually really hides the head really well in both vehicle modes. What you want to do is just go ahead and flip this out. Like I said, this will reveal the head, but then you have to get this lined up just right because this whole front section here has to slide over the head. So first of all, I'm going to bring it down. I want to untab it and then go ahead and lift the head, start lifting it up. Like I said, it has to be kind of tilted at an angle. But oh, one other thing, this is very important. When you're transforming it into robot mode, you have to have this landing gear out or it will not work. So yeah, landing gear has to be out, just like this, for his head to fit through. So like I said, bring the head up kind of at an angle, and then start bringing this over top of it. And that will go down into place. You can lift his head up. Then you're going to lift the arms up, and there's a tab right here that will tab into this slot right here. So let's take that, tab that in, do the same over here, bring it up, tab that in, lift his head up. Then you're going to take this whole section here and just lift it forward and close it up. And there you have Springer, Autobot Springer in his robot mode. Very, very cool. I do like this figure very, very much. A very cool Voyager-sized triple changer. And I think it's awesome that they have done this for the 30th anniversary. And I really hope they do more of this, because actually 2014 is the official 30-year anniversary of Transformers. So hopefully they'll bring us a lot more cool stuff. We do have a Voyager Sandstorm coming our way, and hopefully they'll do some more great things for us, like bring us a triple changer, a Voyager Astro Train. That would be excellent. Bring us the other 4 Dinobots in Voyager size. That would be excellent. Hopefully Hasbro will do all this cool stuff for us, because that would just be awesome. Oh yeah, another thing too, make sure you do have these tabbed in right here at the leg. It will tab in right there, so make sure you have that tabbed in. I noticed it was out just a little bit, but yeah, there he is. There's Autobot Springer. Get a good look at the head sculpt there. And as you can see, he does have light piping. He has the nice blue eyes there. Very cool. I love this head sculpt. This is the best Springer I have ever seen. I really, really like it. And also, one other thing you can do with this guy, you can actually lift these up and pull them out at an angle if you like. Because I think that was another thing. It was supposed to represent another version of Springer, I think. But there you have that, if you like that look. You can do that. So there you have that. But me personally, I like to have them down because it just makes them look more G1. And that's the way I like my Springer to look. I think he looks really cool. I'm really happy with this figure. He is very awesome. Articulation wise, his head will rotate a full 360. Arms, they will rotate out like this. We'll do a full 360, so he's got a lot of arm movement there. He does have wrist articulation. He does ratcheting knee joints, ratcheting elbow joints, and he will swivel here. He does have a little bit of hip movement there, and the foot moves back and forth due to transformation. Like I say, he has the nice tight ratcheting joints, and to me that is cool because the joints just seem to stay tighter that way when they're ratcheting. And he also does have waist articulation. Check that out. So like I said, a lot of nice articulation on this guy. Very cool. Like I said, once again, I am very happy with this figure, and I do highly recommend it. So if you don't have Autobot Springer yet, if you see him in the store, pick him up. You'll be very glad that you did. He's a very cool figure. Well, we don't want that to happen. Stand up. Okay. Alright. Anyway, there he is, and also, he has his weapons. Excuse me. Everything's just a falling down. Like I said, I had these things back here to help his heel spurs because it does actually help him stand up. But anyway, like I said, with the blade, go ahead and just flip the green piece back down, fold the blades back up, and tab them at the top. And there you go. There you have his nice long sword there that he used in his fight against the Decepticons. And like I said, he can hold that very nicely. And he has his missile launcher. And if you want, you can take it and store it back here on his back, like so. So you can use that for weapon storage. Or you can take it off here and he can actually hold it in his hand. Just like so. Like I said, mine has really good arms. They're not real loose or anything, so he can hold his weapons up really well. I do like that very much. I do have a little bit of a problem with this side. It doesn't tab in quite as well as this side does. As you can see, the little gap there, as you don't really see it here. So I want to try to see if I can maybe put some clear coat or something on that tab and maybe tighten that up a little bit. There it goes. That's better. Yeah, but I might still have to try to work on that to make it tighter there, so it'll stay in better. Like I said, no major issue. But there he is, Autobot Springer. And just for a quick comparison, here he is with his Decepticon counterpart that was released with him. This is Decepticon Blitzwing. Another very cool figure. Another figure that I'm very, very happy with. Like I said, I do recommend both of these guys. If you don't have either of these yet, I highly recommend you pick them up. They're both very cool, very awesome figures. Even though this one usually needs a little bit of modifying, but he's very cool after doing so. But once again, there he is, Autobot Springer. A very awesome figure. These are just two of the very beginning of the 30th anniversary figures. Very cool. I highly recommend you pick them up. And that's pretty much it. So this has been my review of the Transformers Generations IDW Voyager Class Springer. If you like my videos, please hit the subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. And also, like I said, if you're new to my channel, I am Optirotimus here on YouTube with 2 P's. You can find me on Twitter at Optirotimus with 1 P. You can follow me there. You can find me on Facebook under Optirotimus Prime. And check out my website, www.optirotimusreview.com. Lots of cool stuff there, news and updates, and a photo gallery, just lots of cool stuff to check out there. So, that's pretty much it. So, until next time, this has been Optirotimus saying, Autobots, transform and roll out. Springer, it's good to have you back. Thanks, Prime. I'm glad I was able to find my way here to Earth. I thought my ship was a goner. I just barely made it. Hey, this is a nice comfy couch you got here, Optimus. Thank you. I bought it from a Cybertronian furniture store. Only thing is they only had 2 of them. Megatron bought the other one. He was there at the same time I was. That must have been awkward. Not really. He was just mad because I bought the same couch. Well, it's nice and comfy. Yes, it is. So what kind of training facilities do you have here? Well, you can spar with Grimlock.
Me, Grimlock, love challenge.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.